If you would please take your seats. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the graduation for the class of 2024. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Michael Arbor, and I am the class vice president. I was told by many of my peers to either make this short or funny, so I did neither, and decided to make you listen to me talk about actually graduating. Being here today is not only a great accomplishment for students, but also their families. I'd like to congratulate my fellow graduates as we enter the final moments of high school. We have persevered through the good and the bad to be here today. Being a Cherokee Bluff Bear has allowed us to become better versions of ourselves outside of school as well as inside. As we reflect on the past 4 years, remind yourselves of the good times, the ones that make you look forward to class, and the lessons that you learn from just showing up to school. On behalf of the students, I'd like to thank all of the teachers for pushing us to be our best. No matter your future plans, whether that's going straight into a career, to college, or even to Quill State for a variety of activities, the lessons learned here at Cherokee Bluff will be carried with us for forever. We will face new challenges and new adversities in life, ones that challenge us to act as the adults and products of Cherokee Bluff that we are. There is hope and comfort in knowing that you were part of a family like this for 4 years, and that family does not end here tonight. The race to chase our dreams starts now, but achieving them doesn't come easy. We must put forth the effort that we did in the big projects, persevere like we did through each finals week, and never give up like we did every single day of high school. Thank you to all who are in this room today for your part in graduation. Each and every single one of you played a role, even if it was to just challenge a student in the classroom or make them feel comfortable outside. We are forever grateful for this school, and congratulations to the class of 2024.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now please remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets would blow, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good evening. Welcome, parents, family, friends, faculty, and graduates to the graduation ceremony for Cherokee Bluff High School, class of 2024. My name is Denise Ramsey, and I have the distinct honor of serving as the principal of CBHS. Please allow me to introduce some of our special guests. Board Chairman, Mr. Craig Harrington. Our board members with us tonight are Mr. Nath Morris, Mr. Brian Sloan, Dr. Deborah Smith, and Mr. Bill Thompson. Also with us tonight is Executive Director of Secondary Education, Suzanne Gerard, and Assistant Superintendent of Technology, Dr. Aaron Turpin. I would also like to take a moment to honor Mr. Joe Anglin, who's retiring this year. Mr. Anglin has only been a part of Cherokee Bluff for a brief time, but he's made quite an impact in his 2 years. He's been a part of Hall County Schools for 17 years, and he will be retiring after 24 years of service in education. Class of 2024, I would like to ask you to think back to our first class meeting this year. I started that meeting sharing that our theme for the year was creating our narrative. You all shared your knowledge of previous English classes on the elements of what goes into a good narrative, things like character, setting, plot, and purpose, among others. I shared at that time that the best part about being the narrator of your own story was that you had control over where you wanted your story to go. You also had control over the revisions. For the past 12 years, you have, in essence, co-written your narrative. In the beginning, before you had the words, your parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and other family members help you to get started. They poured into the foundation of who you were becoming. As a parent, let me let you in on a little secret. There's no training that helps us with that part of the process. So please be gentle as you look back over that part of your story. Everyone's doing the best they can and learning as we go. Then came elementary, middle, and even the beginning of high school, where the co-writers were some of the characters in your stories. And during the most awkward stages of our lives, oh, what characters they are. I hope that you look back on these years with a sense of humor and less judgment for yourself and for others. During this part of your story, settings changed. Well, at least a little. Some of you have been in the same building for 7 years. This year, some of your settings took the Bears to places in Atlanta, in Athens, to Houston, Texas, and most recently to Rome. Characters come and go, and your purpose matures. Your parents may have even noticed a little change in your tone, perhaps. We have to experience those parts of life, the good, the bad, and the completely weird, in order for us to write our future paths to become the best versions of ourselves. I, for one, would hope people would not have solidified their opinion of me during my middle school or high school years. My pictures alone leave plenty of reasons for laughter. So now you are embarking on the next chapter of your stories, but this is where you will truly take over the storytelling. I pray that you keep close those who have your best interests at heart when you need someone to give you feedback on your parts of the story. In his book entitled On Writing, Stephen King walks the reader through the writing process and the difficulties he faces along the way. The scariest moments, he states, is just before you start. That may be what you're feeling right now. The excitement of being done, the accomplishment of getting accepted into college, the nervousness of starting a new job or heading off to boot camp, or the uncertain and unbalanced feelings of wanting to go away to college and yet still being a little apprehensive for what this next chapter looks like. And yes, you can feel both at the same time. Newsflash, all the people sitting behind you are feeling those same feelings. So how do you get out of that writer's block and the myriad emotions that it brings with it? Well, just start. Put one foot in front of the other and move forward. Be innovative. Respect each other. Act with integrity. And find ways to serve others. If the last few sentences didn't sound familiar, I'm hoping this last tidbit will. Always remember that everyone's story matters. You've heard these BEAR values on the morning announcements, and I hope that some of the messages that they hold will help you guide your narrative. Stephen King further suggests, one of the really bad things you can do in your writing is try to dress up the vocabulary, looking for long words because maybe you're a little ashamed of your short ones. I challenge you to tell your story honestly in the way that fits you, and you will find your joy. Don't let anyone in real life or online make you question your story or the way you tell it because it doesn't fit their narrative. We need people like you to bring back real people in real life, to bring back kindness and thoughtfulness and humility. Write these attributes in your story. Read. Read a lot so that you can learn from the world around you. Read each other and read books too. As I close, I would like to leave you with some of my favorite words from St. Teresa of Avila. May today there be peace within. May you trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of faith in yourself and in others. May you use the gifts that you have received and pass on the love that has been given to you. May you be content with yourself just the way you are. Let this knowledge settle into your bones and allow your soul the freedom to sing, dance, praise, and love, for it is there for each and every one of us. Class of 2024, you will be greatly missed. Congratulations on the completion of this chapter, and I wish you the best of luck in the next. Make good choices and go Bears.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Caitlin Cook. Those of you that know me know that I'm a pretty quiet person. This may be the most that some of you have heard me speak these past 4 years, but don't worry, I still promise to try and keep this short and sweet. I found out that I was in the running for salutatorian about a year ago, and I wasn't exactly thrilled because I knew that would mean I would be speaking in front of all of you today. But then my sister reminded me that I would be living out her High School Musical dreams, so that made me a little more excited to do this. I'd been aware of this speech for over a year, and this week, when I actually had to write it, I had no clue what to say or where to even start. So I figured I would try to model this speech after some of the speeches we are all familiar with. So first off, I would like to start by thanking the Academy. Never mind, scratch that, because I'm not Taylor Swift here to accept a Grammy, and sadly, Travis Kelce is not my boyfriend. Next, I thought I could model it after a presidential speech, but that's not a good option either. First off, my tweets aren't on the same level as Donald Trump's, and I couldn't model my speech after Joe Biden because I would have had to trip going up the stairs to make it on stage, just for none of you to be able to understand what I'm talking about anyways. Since none of those options were acceptable, I decided to model my speech after the next best option, my pastor. Most Sundays, my pastor gives his sermon by breaking down and defining what a word means. So I started by Googling what the word salutatorian even means, which took me a second because I had to sound out every syllable just to be able to get the spelling right. After a little more research, I learned that my job as salutatorian is to deliver the salutation, or in other words, the greeting. So let's get this party started. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to represent our class by speaking today, and for leading us all here to celebrate this big accomplishment that we have all achieved. Next, I would like to recognize everyone in the audience tonight. Whether you're a loved one, friend, or just here for emotional support, you have been a part of one of these graduate support systems over the past 4 years and have played a role in helping them walk across the stage later tonight. I would also like to thank all of the teachers, coaches, and staff who have helped make our high school experiences worthwhile. For the most part, I was blessed to have been surrounded by some of the best teachers in Cherokee Bluff High School. Now, I'm sure that not everyone has been as lucky with their crop of teachers as I have, but I can guarantee that there has been at least one teacher these past 14 years that has made you look forward to coming to school in the mornings. So I'd like to give a special thank you to all of those teachers. Finally, I would like to express my gratitude for the people who made the idea of Cherokee Bluff High School a reality. With us being only the 6th graduating class of Cherokee Bluff, sometimes I can't help but wonder how different our lives would have been if CB had never opened. Where would each of us have ended up? How different would our friend groups have looked? I have no clue how to answer these questions, but I do know that God brought us all here for a reason. He knew that the people you are surrounded by today would become the friends that would last a lifetime. And because of that, I'm so thankful that CB opened its doors in 2018. I'm sure that for some of you sitting here today, you are unsure of what life after high school looks like. Some might not be ready to move away from their family and friends, start a real job, or just have no idea what you want to do with the rest of your life. I know for others, you know what's next and have been counting down the days till graduation since the first day of freshman year. Others, like myself, are a mix of both. For me, I know I will miss being able to represent my school on the basketball court and soccer field with the same teammates that I've grown up with since U9. But I'm so excited for what's next, and I know that my best years are still ahead of me. Finally, before we all leave to go out into the real world, I would like to take a moment to revisit something that all of us have heard every morning for these past 4 years, our Bear values. If you have been here since freshman year, you've heard Kaylee, Mr. McGee, and Miss Tess say the Bear values about 720 times. But how often have we stopped to think about what they really mean? Be innovative. To be innovative is the act of introducing new creative ideas. In my opinion, no other graduating class has had to be more innovative than the class of 24. We began our high school experiences at the time of a national pandemic where we had to figure out new ways to communicate, learn, and make friends. For those of us who came to Cherokee Bluff from other middle schools, we were challenged with meeting new people, all while wearing masks. However, thankfully, all of us were able to adapt and still be able to graduate, despite our learning being put on hold for almost a year. Not only does that make this class innovative, but also resilient like no other. Every person's story matters. One thing that I believe our school does a better job at than any other is having empathy for the stories of others. No matter how different your story is from everyone else's, our school has always encouraged us that it's one worth telling. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the story of one of our classmates that should be graduating today, but sadly isn't. While I never knew Savannah Aguilar personally, I have only heard great things from her about the people who did. After her passing, it was clear that the amount of lives that she was able to touch in such a short lifetime had such a great impact. As all of us move on to the next phases of our lives, I encourage you to keep Savannah in mind, because tomorrow is not guaranteed, so make the most of every day. While this chapter of our story is closing, the next one is just beginning. So keep writing your story, because it's one worth living and sharing. Act with integrity. Integrity, in my opinion, is something that some of us are born with and something that some of us have to learn as we mature. Regardless, it is a trait that we all will need in our lives at some point. You are only as good as your word, so live up to your word and try to do the right thing even when no one is watching. While recognition for a good deed is nice, it should not be what drives you, because after all, sometimes the acts that go unnoticed can be the most rewarding. Be respectful and responsible. Growing up, my parents have never really been strict, but they always encouraged me and my siblings to do the right thing by following 3 simple rules. Respect God, respect your family, and respect yourself. If it doesn't follow those 3 rules, then you probably shouldn't do it. So be someone worth respecting. A lot of times, one way to be that someone is by being responsible. Being responsible is to have an obligation or care for something other than yourself, which brings us right to our final bear value: serve your community. And no high school knows how to do that better than ours. I know that many of you, and myself included, have had the opportunity to be a part of the Legacy program here at CB. Through Legacy, we have had many opportunities to serve our community in fun ways. Here are some of my favorite ways we've served our community over the years. Raising money and awareness for childhood cancer every year at our annual Gold Out game. Reminding special needs adults that they too matter every year at our Special Olympics Day called Just Bears. Raising awareness and money to help combat human trafficking through the Priceless 5K. Making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the homeless people through the Sandwich Project. And stuffing lots of Operation Christmas Child boxes as a school. Not to mention all of the individual capstone projects as each senior Legacy student found other ways to serve our community this year. As a school, we have had such a huge impact in our community, but each of us have the power to have similar impacts, even individually. So I encourage everyone to continue to make our world a better place through service. Graduating high school is something that is not guaranteed for everyone, and you having the opportunity to walk across the stage tonight is a testament to the work you've put in over the past 4 years. As I wrap this up, I would like to give a huge congrats to all of the graduates that are sitting here tonight. Here's to graduating and many more accomplishments in our futures. Good night, everyone, and as always, it's a great day to be a bear.
Hello, everyone. My name's Emily J., not EJ, Hewitt, your 2024 valedictorian. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and peers, it is an honor to stand before you today representing the 2024 graduating class. I first would like to thank the Lord for this opportunity and for everyone in attendance this evening. I know that not one of us would be here today without His grace, and it is for that I am truly grateful and blessed. I'd also like to thank my family, specifically my mom and dad. Thank you for holding my hand every step of the way these last 18 years. Thank you for teaching me the value of hard work, letting my actions speak for themselves, and dressing me in white and gold to cheer for the brave and bold. This accomplishment is as much yours as it is mine, and thank you for being my biggest cheerleaders, my support system, and most of all, my best friends. Additionally, to our teachers, I want to personally thank all of you. As a teacher kid, I truly hold you in the highest regard, and I have the utmost respect for what you do. To Mr. and Mrs. Purdy, thank you for acting as the true parents of the schools and being an irreplaceable resource for students. To Ms. Little, for caring so much for her students' success and reminding me that in every situation, it's really not that serious. To Coach Justice for making every student feel like they are special and have something to offer in this world. And to Mr. Godfrey, for as I'm sure many of my classmates will agree, remaining a standout as one of the best teachers we have had in our entire schooling. As many of you know, my senior year did not go as I had planned. Since my freshman year, I had planned and I had hoped for what my senior year would look like. Getting to sit up in front of the Purple Rain student section, walking on the field with my parents on senior night, and playing my last high school tennis match with my brother and my best friends. These moments that would signify the end of this chapter in my life and begin the transition to the next. But not everything went as I had hoped. Between being denied a childhood dream and an unfortunate knee injury, much of my senior year did not happen how I had imagined. But it was in those moments of disappointment and regret that I learned two very important lessons. First, that not everything in life will go according to your plan. But more importantly, even when the plan does derail, everything is going to work out how it is supposed to. I'm sure many of you will agree that these past 4 years have gone by in a blink of an eye. As long as tiresome as it may have seemed in that moment, these 4 years have gone by quickly, and the same will go by in the next 4. As we begin the next chapter of our lives, no matter what path we choose to take, it's going to fly by just as fast as our high schools did. And much as we plan and prepare, something is bound to go wrong. But as I have learned in this season of life, it will all work out how it is supposed to. I say this not to dissuade you from making all these plans and pursuing these dreams. I say this to encourage you in those times when the plan seems to be falling apart. Take courage in knowing that it will work out how it is supposed to. Trust in the plan that is greater than all of ours. A wise woman once said that if you never bleed, you're never going to grow. So take these moments of hardship and grow. Look at where you stand today. In this moment, you are one step closer to achieving your goals. I am so proud to be a part of this group of smart, talented, and authentic young adults. I have no doubt in my mind that we are the generation to change the world. As we begin to walk across the stage today, I leave you with this. Make your plans, take this moment and taste it, and learn from yourself when your plans take a turn. Thank you, class of 2024, and congratulations. We did it.
Faculty, family members, friends, please help me in congratulating the soon-to-be graduates of class of 2024. We are so grateful to Pastor Franklin and the team at Free Chapel for allowing us to use this fantastic climate control facility and for live streaming this around the world so friends and family who cannot join us in Hall County can experience this occasion. Please join me in thanking Free Chapel. And finally, please help me thank the fantastic faculty and staff of Cherokee Bluff High School. I continue to believe that we are blessed to live in the greatest country in the world. If you have served or are serving or have committed to serve in any branch of the United States Armed Forces, would you please stand so we can thank you for your service? Now, some of you may wonder why I'm here. And in reality, I'm really here for one thing, to tell these 5 individuals who make up your Hall County Board of Education that you guys have done everything you need to do to graduate. But before I get to do that, I get the opportunity to deliver your very last lesson in high school. Don't worry, it's short, just 3 short topics. Number 1, absolute truth exists. What was true 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 5 minutes ago, will be true 5 years from now, 50 years from now. There's so many in this world, so-called influencers, who will try and tell you what to think. Don't be deceived by these influencers. There are some really big universal truths, such as true north. True north, for those of you who don't know what that is the magnetic North Pole. Top of the earth, if you will. Principal Ramsey tells me that the class of 2024 is exceptionally bright. So here we go, your final test in high school. I want you to point in the direction of true north. Go ahead, point. Let me see. Come on, arms up, let's see, choose. 360-degree chance. All right, so let's use a tool that your parents and I call GPS, which is a compass which will identify the magnetic North Pole. Now I know for those of you who are questioning, magnetic North Pole and true north are slightly off, but for this, it's close enough. So the magnetic North Pole is right there. So conservatively, 80% of you were wrong. That's a universal truth. Imagine how hard it is to tell these small truths in life if a big one is this hard to tell. The great American writer and Nobel Prize laureate William Faulkner put it this way: never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against injustice and lying and greed. If people all over the world would do this, it would change the earth. Seek truth. Number 2, Gen Z is the Insta generation. And sometimes the Insta generation has deprived you of some of the benefits of delayed gratification. I mean, think about it. If you're hungry, you can get some groceries from Instacart. If you're hungry, you can have Uber Eats deliver your food right to your door, or DoorDash can bring you food in an instant. If you're not feeling well, go to Minute Clinic and tell you what's going on in a jiffy of your cough. If you need some new jeans, you need a new beach towel, Amazon Prime can have it there tomorrow, or maybe even in a few hours. You wanna know what's going on in the lake? Instagram, it's in the name, Instagram. I can tell you what's going on. You watch video on demand. And frankly, many of you pay a few dollars extra not to delay your gratification 90 seconds by paying to go ad-free. There are so many options for you that are instant gratification that you are buying into. You can go get Hulu, also instantly delivered to your door. Paramount Plus, instantly delivered to your TV. Netflix, instantly delivered. You can have anything that you want at your doorstep in an instance. Imagine when you are in college next year, you can have your dinner delivered by a robot. You're at the job site, it can be delivered by a robot. So let me tell you a little bit about some of the benefits of delaying instant gratification. Many years ago, Stanford University did a study that's been replicated a whole lot using marshmallows. And the study went like this. It gave children the option to have an ooey-gooey, sugar-filled high, but if they could delay gratification for just 15 minutes, they would double their pleasure, double their sugary high. Now, what was the result? It was a mixed bag. Some shows the 1 marshmallows, some shows the 2 marshmallows. But listen to this. Those who delayed gratification had some incredible results. They realized increased SAT scores, and realized greater mental stability, realized improved performance in college and work. They increased social competence and reduced engagement in harmful behaviors. So it's up to you. Will you choose the instant gratification of 1 marshmallow, or will you delay gratification for all of the benefits of the second marshmallow? I challenge you to delay gratification for the benefits. And finally, just like your salutatorian said, do everything you do with integrity. Do the right thing when no one else is watching. Brene Brown puts it like this: integrity is choosing courage over comfort, choosing what is right over what is fun, fast, or easy, and choosing to practice our values. In my 54 years on earth, I have never regretted doing the right thing. Now, many have questioned if I've done the right thing, and many will question if you do the right thing, but choose to always do the right thing. Each of us have 24 hours in every day. I challenge you in your 24 hours to seek truth. Occasionally, delay gratification, go for the 2 marshmallows. Number 3, do everything you do with integrity.
If you only have 24 hours in a day, your success is dependent upon how you use the 24. You gotta hear me. People talk about Oprah Winfrey, Ted Turner, Warren Buffett. Listen to me. I don't care how much money you make. You only get 24 hours in a day. And the difference between Oprah and the person that's broke is Oprah uses her 24 hours wisely. That's it. Listen to me. That's it. You get 24. I don't care if you broke, you grew up broke. I don't care if you grew up rich. I don't care if you're in college, you're not in college. You only get 24 hours. And I blew up literally. I went from being a high school dropout to selling 6,000 books in less than 6 months. What happened in my 24 hours? I was like, okay, Eric, you got to get a grip on your 24 hours because you're about to be broke for the rest of your life. And this is all I need you to do for me. I can tell you all about your life if you just write down your 24-hour schedule for me. You let me look at it. I can tell you where you're going to be in 5 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 10 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 20 years if you keep that schedule.
And now, as I promised you, Mr. Chairman, members of the Hall County Board of Education, in accordance with the regulation and policies of the Hall County Board of Education and the state of Georgia, and on behalf of this Hall County Board of Education and Superintendent Will Schofield, I hereby declare that these members of the class of 2024 have met all requirements and are therefore eligible to be designated as the graduates of the very best high school in America, Cherokee Bluff High School, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Go Bears.
My name is Mallory Nonamaker, and it is my honor to be reading names this evening for our graduates. A couple housekeeping things. Feel free to cheer for your graduate, but we want to keep it brief so that everyone can hear their graduate's name read. Emily J. Hewitt, valedictorian with honor. Caitlin Elizabeth Cook, salutatorian with honor. Kirsten Alana Prather, class president with honor. Michael Lawton Arbor, class vice president with honor. Tanaka Mikono, class representative with honor. Isabel Grace Nestor, class representative with honor. Seth Patrick Akridge with honor. Alexander Alegria with honor. Parker Reese Beimel with honor. Jacob Edward Barnes with honor. Jack William Berry with honor. Isaac Joshua Batista with honor. Brooke Lynn Beal with honor. Alexa Lee Bottoms with honor. Lauren Ray Brockmeyer with honor. Cameron Nadine Bruce with honor. Kristen Nicole Carden with honor. Kendall Paige Cargile with honor. Tyler Grant Corbin with honor. Reagan Addison Corley with honor. Malia Ava Corvacho with honor. Serenity E. Kailama Cromarty with honor. Elizabeth Morgan Curtin with honor. Caleb Harvey Davis with honor. Carson Kendall DeMars with honor. Violet Caroline Fallaw with honor. Gavin James Faulkner with honor. Sydney Reese Fisher with honor. Ansley Susan Freck with honor. Anna Claire Gessner with honor. Caroline Reagan Givens with honor. Avery Elise Goodwin with honor. Jackson Davis Grant with honor. Ryan Stephen Graves with honor. Maya Savannah Griffin with honor. Jacob Robert Grundusky with honor. Elizabeth Ann Gwynn with honor. Lane Grace Hammond with honor. Liliana Ava Harness with honor. Davis James Henson with honor. Logan Scott Holmes with honor. Madison Leanne Huckleby with honor. Alexandria Lee Yonke with honor. Brett Lee Jones with honor. Connor Daniel Kennedy with honor. Jenna Christine King with honor. Abigail Elizabeth Cott with honor. Sloan Elizabeth Lapine with honor. Nathan David Laddie with honor. Paul Joseph Lasudis with honor. Kenneth Brooks Lewis with honor. Hugo Emmanuel Madonna with honor. Eva Isabella Martin with honor. Lily Wynn Masashi with honor. Anthony Medina with honor. Macy Claire Merchant with honor. Mackenzie Grace Moore with honor. Ethan Michael Myers with honor. Chesney Caroline Nichols with honor. Emma Sophia Oleksinski with honor. Samuel Thomas Orlovsky with honor. Olivia Von Owens with honor. Colin Nichols Parker with honor. Reagan Marie Payne with honor. Lola Kate Peck with honor. Ava Elise Pennington with honor. Lauren Shania Perry with honor. Genesis Lisseth Panita with honor. Annabeth Marie Poole with honor. Presley Joan Rosen with honor. Braxton Jeffrey Scarborough with honor. Aaron Joseph Schultz with honor. Leela Sieber with honor. Dakota Leanne Smith with honor. McKenna Lynn Smith with honor. Riley Samantha Smith with honor. Marilyn Suazo with honor. Alexandria Emma Sundermeyer with honor. Landon Caleb Tanasa with honor. Dagny Solveig Thorderson with honor. Montgomery Zane Tyler with honor. Victoria Valdez with honor. Jacob Tyler Vocal with honor. Reagan Claire Walker with honor. Aiden Charles Wagjoiner with honor. Jeremiah Heath West with honor. Catherine Elliott Williams with honor. Andrea Marie Woodson with honor. Jeffrey Ariel Acosta. Mackenzie Haven Grace Adamo. Hannah Jade Adams. Savannah Storm Aguilar. In honor of Savannah Aguilar, a cherished member of the class of 2024, our seniors are wearing a gold ribbon on their caps. Though Savannah is no longer with us in person, her sweet spirit and enduring kindness left a permanent mark on our hearts. As we celebrate this milestone, we will carry her memory with us as we journey forward. Brandon Alanes. Joanna Alarcon. Daniel Omar Aliquirciera. Christopher Altamirano Gutierrez. Ashley Jasmine Alvarado Acosta. Kylie Guadalupe Alvarez Rodriguez. Lixie Francisca Alvarez Rodriguez. Katie Andrade. Juan Pablo Anguiano Gonzalez. Iris Sarahai Baltazar. Israel Joshua Batista. Ethan Anderson Bennett. Charles Wilson Berry IV. Austin Joseph Black. Braden Joseph Blum. Mason Guthrie Bomar. Joshua Zaid Bridger. Brian Rains Bright. Noah Gregory Brooks. Kiara Lauren Brown. Magisha Bishamo. Kinley Elizabeth Kane. Chloe Alyssa Campbell. Kenneth Brian Kanakis. Jalen Michael Carroll. Mariana Cervantes. Avi Cherie Chapman. Christopher Chavez. Hannah Victoria Cheek. Braden Lane Colley. Emery Michael Cologne. Reagan Kelsey Canolti. Maxwell Dean Contardi. Kylie Nicole Copeland. Alexander James Courtwright. Brianna Destiny Cruz. Amelia Quinn Davis. Joshua Keith Davis. Noah Jackson Davis. Taylor Blair DeMars. Monica Santos Victoria Depew. Jasmine Araceli Duenas Garcia. Anna Victoria Elliott. Austin Thomas Essex. Trinity Nicole Failure. Brody Edward Farmer. Ezekiel Brian Fatzinger. Ellie Grace Fellers. Roberto G. Flores. Reagan Elizabeth Floyd. Dulce Galvin Gonzalez. Hannah Jocelyn Garcia. Itzel Garcia. Josue Levi Garcia. Luis Eduardo Garcia Arevalo. Dallas Leroy Garrett. Zakira Michelle Gibbs. Sophie Eileen Goodballet. Isabella Marie Gonzalez. Anthony Francisco Guzman. Nubia Graciela Guzman. William Ryan Hames. Jack Hayes Hamilton. William Kenneth Hansen. Wyatt Parker Hayes. Skylar Emily Head. Carson Gilbert Hegman. Colum Sinjin Henry. Leslie Hernandez. Jameson Rockwell Hopper. Bryson William Horton. Connor Landon Holsey. Colin Mackian Hutchinson. Olivia Suzanne Johnson. Peyton Brianna Johnson. Kaylin Elaine Jones. Naomi Marie Jones. Walker Holden Jones. Jackson Scott Jorgensen. Jun Kim. Carson Paul Kruger. Tyler Lee Lance. Naomi Celeste Lerma. Lena Kim Long. Brian Lopez. TJ Lothridge. Alana Jasmine Lynn. Ava Lyons. Isaac Madrigal. Ayan Mansour. Blake Dylan Martin. Citlali Martinez Cruz. Chloe Amber Maston. Meridian McAdams. Kane Eli McDowell. Molly Greer McGuire. Samaya McKaylin McLaurin. Samuel Ernest McLaurin. Madison Leanne McNeil. Eddie Alukoy Katomik Miraz. Tassos Preston Metallianos. Caleb William Mealy. Colin Eli Mealy. Nathan Robert Miller. Samantha Valentine Miller. Brady Jordan Milton. Adrian Saul Molina. Miguel Angel Molina. Danielle Santiago Montoya. Haley Renee Moon. Naya Ashley Morales. Laomi Adelaide Morales. Annalise Tron Wynn. Reagan Suzanne Oliver. Brandy Cheyenne Osborne. Taylor Brittany Paul. Ella Rain Pennington. Aiden Elizabeth Phillips. Jacob Justin Pica. Sierra Marie Pyland. Victoria Isabel Placencia. Alexa Brianne Pritchard. Talia Noel Ragoni. Emily Razzo. Alexander Rebelar. Brooklyn Taylor Reed. Matthew Thomas Reed. Fernando Andres Reyes. Nancy Nalei Reyes. Emma Kate Reynolds. Nathan James Richardson. Kylie Rose Root. Samantha Ray Roper. Myrna Victoria Roses. Ray Renee Roses. Jacob Cy Rose. Ansley Nicole Russell. Connor Gavin Saw. Stephanie Salgado Gaana. Jonathan Jacob Shira. Joshua Ryan Shires. Juan Diego Simmental. Riley Nicole Simmons. Avery Dorothy Smith. Caden Grayson Smith. Riley Stormy Smith. Allison Brooke Snyder. Jack McKinley Sparks. Sophia Elise Starr. Christian Montgomery Stevenson. Landon Christopher Strawn. Kyla Angeli Strickland. Kaylin Nicole Strone. Jacob Maxwell Strube. Ellie Marie Sutlovich. Jack Weldon Thomas. Nasiah Jamisia Thomas. Blake Tyrone Thompson. Brooklyn Grace Thompson. Liam Merrick Tilden. Finley Elaine Toombs. Saraha Elizabeth Torres. Shamiria Trinidad. Shirley Trinidad. Valeria Valentina Vargas Nieto. Alexia Rose Vinces. Addison Lane Vinson. Parker John Waldrop. Madison Elise Walker. James Thomas Williams. Navaya Marie Williamson. Bob Dwayne Williford. William Asher Wilson. Hunter James Wilton. John Robert Wood III. Grace Ian Yee.
the back cover of our program.
Cherokee Bluff, where thy heart will stay forever.
Hello, everyone. I am Kiki Prather, and I'm honored to serve as the president of Class of 2024 and to speak to you all today. First of all, I would like to thank God for allowing me to be here today and giving me the strength and courage to push on both academically and spiritually through my high school years. I want to thank my teachers and the admin for building such a warm-hearted environment, allowing such a close-knit class to form. And thank you to the Legacy Program for building me into the leader you are all listening to now, and for leading me to make some of my very best friendships. And last but certainly not least, thank you to my parents and my family, and to all of yours for the endless support that got us all here today. Everyone who personally knows me knows I am extremely indecisive, so you can imagine this speech was particularly hard to write. I spent days wondering if I should make you guys laugh or cry, or if I should talk about our awkward middle school days or our freshman COVID era. Throughout all of this pondering, I decided to keep it simple and ask myself the question most of us answered on college applications and will probably answer on dating apps. How would I describe the class of 2024 in 3 words? Again, it was silly of me to try and answer this because, as I mentioned before, extremely indecisive. So I'm now here with every word I could think of. I think our class, completely void of bias, is the smartest, funniest, most athletic, most creative, and will be the most successful group to ever come out of Cherokee Bluff. Now, you may think this is a little over the top, but I can confidently say 2 things led me to this conclusion. We truly are some of the most supportive and hardworking individuals. I have had a positive encounter with almost everyone sitting here, even if it was just a warm smile. You guys have never failed to make me feel welcome. I have watched us lead our sport teams to victories and through tough losses. I have watched us be each other's shoulders to cry on through this bittersweet seasons of loss. And most importantly, I have watched us never give up through any circumstance and always push our peers to only strive for greatness. I believe the success we have achieved together is the result of how we have all bonded and stayed together no matter what, except maybe during Senior Assassin, but especially during Prank Week. Sorry, Ms. Lundgren and admin. I extend utmost gratitude to our parents, teachers, and the community for helping us join together and not separate during our hard times. Our ability to conquer and outshine adversity as only high schoolers gives me such great hope for the future of us all. I look out in the crowd and I picture future politicians, future doctors, future entrepreneurs, future teachers, and most importantly, future loving mothers and fathers. I urge you all to never stop working towards your dreams, no matter how big or how small. I advise you all to find a community of great people you can count on, like many of us found here. But I also encourage you to never forget the people, places, and work that got you to where you are. I will endlessly be grateful that I got to be a part of this amazing journey with you all. We will always be the class of 2024, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for us. Now I would like to ask the class of 2024 to please rise. And join me in moving our tassels from right to left. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2024, and go Bears!
So call